Good morning, friends. It is indeed a pleasure to be addressing this audience and to be proposing the vote of thanks. First of all, I'd like to thank our chief guest for the occasion, Mr. Ankur Warikoo. He's coming from a very exciting and dynamic field at this time, and I'm sure for me personally as well for our students and faculty, it is a matter of great excitement and pleasure to have him with us here today. I'm even more pleased that he was able to share his personal story with us, and it's a story really to learn from. And a lot of times at management institutes, we must confess that overcoming personal problems and personal issues and personal triumph is something that is less emphasized, but probably as important, if not much more important, than professional triumphs, because each of us in our own way will face our own personal issues, be it with regard to health, family, or other issues. So I thank you for your inspiring address, for sharing your professional journey, as well as a very interesting and successful personal journey, and we are all deeply inspired by it. Thank you. I'd like to thank Mr. Yatish Vahal, an alumni of this institution, a few years ago sitting where you are sitting at the graduating batch of 2014. And I'm sure for me it is a matter of great pleasure to have him back at the campus. Probably an inspiration to all of you in such a short time. What are the things that one can achieve to still have the humility to come back? And as Ankur also said, there's nothing that you can repay us with more than success. And Yatish has done that, and time and again come back to the institution and shared his words, shared his presence with all of us, with all our students, and I'm thankful that he's here today. Thank you. I'd like to thank our chairman, Sri Sharad Jaipuria, for his continuous support and vision that has led to the creation of these institutions. His presence and support continues to be there, which allows us to take the institution to new heights. I'd like to thank our director for the institute, Dr. Rajiv Thakur, whose hands-on leadership and attention to detail is leading to the successes at Jaipuria Institute of Management, Noida, that we have already spoken about. I'd like to thank the faculty and staff at Jaipuria Institute of Management, Noida, as well as the other campuses, the head office, everywhere, who are working in a synergistic manner to bring about a sea change in the quality of education that we try to deliver, in contextualizing it to our students, to the ever-changing needs of industry, and do it day in and day out tirelessly. So it's a culmination of your effort that we are here today. Most of all, I'd like to thank the parents and the students of the graduating batch 2012-14. You have chosen to spend or make your ward spend 2 years with us at Jaipuria. I'm sure that for most of you it has been a rewarding journey. I can say with pride and pleasure that for Jaipuria it has been a very rewarding journey of having you here. You have shaped the way the institution has been run. You have shaped the outcomes of the institution, and hopefully the institution will contribute to your success in years to come. So with that, I'd like to talk a little bit to our students, the graduating batch. Do you feel that there's something different about this convocation? I know this is probably the only one, you end up attending only one, your own convocation and not the batches before. But do you feel that there's something different about this one to the ones that you've heard from your seniors? I feel there's something different. I feel that there's a new energy. We've come from having, if we talk in age, of an average chief guest age of about 55 to 60 plus, to something under 40. And I feel that this is going to happen a lot more in the next 5 to 10 years. And this is not only about convocations and chief guests. It's about the ability of people to achieve great heights in very short number of years. And I think being young, you and I both, it's a very exciting time for all of us to see and be inspired by people such as our chief guest, Ankur, here today. He has told us that our opportunities for success are limitless and there are no boundaries. And I deeply, deeply believe it. These are highly dynamic times and you don't know what the opportunities will be 10 years from now. You don't know how an industry that you are going to enter or actually have entered about 3 months ago is going to look 10 years from now. Be it banking, FMCG, insurance, there are going to be sea changes. You can think of tens of examples in the last 10 years. Right? You can think about a company like Facebook, which was created only about 10 years ago when I was in college at that time, which is now really a global giant. You can think about Google, which really spans only 20 years, having larger market capitalization, to companies that have been running for hundreds of years successfully over generations in India and globally. You can look at the e-commerce industry from which our chief guest here comes, whether it is Groupon, Flipkart, etc. But these success stories are not limited to internet and e-commerce. In a lot of ways, we are fundamentally changing the way things are done. You can look at cab companies such as Ola and Uber that we were talking about in the morning. Or cell phone companies, the Nokia, which was the global leader 10 or 15 years ago when cell phones were coming out, is today outshined by a company from an emerging market such as China called Xiaomi, which is now looking to be the leader in innovation in areas such as cell phones and not only internet companies. So my idea is that we don't know where we are going to be 5 years from now, 10 years from now. You don't know what your job is going to look like 5 years from now, 10 years from now. And as our chairman also said, even though the conventional management disciplines that we taught you, finance, marketing, operations, may form some basis of what you do in the time to come. It's actually going to be the other things that you have learned probably in your 2 years and will continue to learn through your life, which will form the basis of your success. Some of these can be your people skills. Inherently, however much industry changes, you will be dealing with people. You will be dealing with your colleagues, you will be dealing with probably a boss, definitely with customers, some suppliers. So you will definitely be dealing with people. You'll have to learn to agree to disagree. We are entering a time where good ideas are bound to fail, and so are good companies. So you will have to have the ability to agree to disagree, to work together with people you disagree with. And hopefully in your 2 years here, we have tried to put you simulate situations. I know you hated some of those group projects where you were the only one working and the other two were sitting in their rooms and watching TV. But that's going to happen when you enter the real world as well. You're not going to be choosing each of your colleagues. They're going to be given a set to you. You've overcome personal difficulties as well. You've had personal triumphs as well. So I'm sure that each of you is going to redefine success in your own way and be successful. You're going to continue to learn, adapt and succeed. With that, I'd like to wish you all the best.